I've said it many times before. I'm going to say it again. The NBA is the only league that cannot get out of its own way. Believe it or not, I am not going to put all of the blame on Adam Silver for the light cardio that was disguised as the All-Star game last night. Now, don't get me wrong. Alice is not blameless, but last night was not all his fault. If you haven't believed me in the past when I told you that the NBA was at war with its own fan base, last night should have been all the proof that you need. There was a clear message sent from superstar players to the NBA fan base. They didn't have to use words because their actions said it all. Dear NBA fans, we do not care about you. Signed, entitled, pampered NBA All-Stars. That game, I can't even call it a game. It wasn't even a scrimmage. I have seen more effort given during the Summer League than the complete lack of effort that was given last night. Well, KC, how would you know? You said that you were not going to watch that garbage. Yeah, I didn't have to watch it. I didn't have to waste 3 hours of my valuable time to know what was going to take place last night. It is the same thing that's happened over the last 4 or 5 years. Superstar NBA players not caring about their own fan base. There was a battle going on Twitter last night between those of us with wisdom, those of us who grew up during the prime years of the NBA, and the people under the age of 25 who wouldn't have a clue if it was shoved up their ass. I kept seeing the same defense of the NBA from young people. It's just an exhibition. The All-Star game has never been competitive. Oh, yeah? Go watch the 2001 All-Star game. Margin of victory was only a point, but that's not the only thing that shows you how competitive that game was. Look at the total score, 111 to 110. What does that tell you? Both teams played defense. Both teams played with a sense of pride. That same score would be considered a low-scoring game in the NBA today. Check out some of this excitement. Check out some of this greatness from the All-Star game last night. Look at the clock. With over 30 seconds left before halftime, with the Eastern Conference already eclipsing 100 points, hell, the game just should have been canceled at that point. But with over 30 seconds on the clock, Luka Doncic, he takes a shot from the third row. Of course, no one was there to defend him, not because they didn't expect him to shoot. There wasn't a single effort given on defense throughout the presentation of trash. I can't believe I'm about to say this. I would rather watch a regular season game in the WNBA than be subjected to watching the NBA All-Star game. Sure, the dump divers might suck. They might think great defense is just putting the lid on the trash can so no one can make a shot. Hell, they can't make a shot when the trash can's wide open. But you know what? At least players in the WNBA make the effort to put the lid on the trash can. There wasn't a single player on the court last night that was giving effort on the defensive end. You can't have damn near 400 points scored and tell me there was effort given defensively. Some people, mainly younger people, they don't think what happened last night to the NBA was a big deal. They keep comparing it to the Pro Bowl. The Pro Bowl sucks too. Yeah, the Pro Bowl sucks. The Pro Bowl has always sucked. But let me tell you the difference between the Pro Bowl and the All-Star game. The NFL doesn't lie about the Pro Bowl. They don't build it as some magnificent event where the best of the best are competing against each other. There is no hype surrounding the Pro Bowl. It's not one of the biggest weekends on the NFL calendar. From September to January, the NFL is front and center nationally. It's not like that in the NBA. There's a couple of times every year that the NBA has the attention of the entire country. Christmas Day, which is slowly being taken away by the NFL, the NBA playoffs, and the All-Star game. This is your opportunity to show people what they are missing. This is your opportunity to disprove all the narratives, disprove what people like me are saying about your league. And what does the NBA do? They go out and prove me right. Go look at the title of my video. I think it was from this past Friday. If I remember correctly, the video was titled, NBA All-Star Game is going to end in embarrassing failure. I dare you to tell me I was wrong. It's not like I want to be right. I don't want to come on here and bitch about the NBA. I love the NBA. What I don't love is having my intelligence insulted. I don't love having my time wasted, which is why I didn't waste my time watching the garbage on display last night. I wasn't the only one, though. I was not the only one who wasn't happy with the NBA's performance this weekend. Adam Silver, he seemed to be pissed off too. Listen to the tone in his voice as he half-assed congratulates the Eastern Conference. Roll the film.
And to the Eastern Conference All-Stars, you scored the most points. Well, congratulations.
If I were Adam Silver, I wouldn't have congratulated anyone. There was absolutely no reason for congratulations last night. Matter of fact, if I were Adam Silver, I would have taken this opportunity to call out every single player that was involved, which is probably why I'm not the commissioner of the NBA. Everyone involved in that scrimmage last night is responsible for giving NBA fans the finger. But there's one player who shares the most responsibility, LeBron James. Why do I hold him mostly responsible? Because LeBron James has the power to change this mentality in the NBA. He's also responsible for creating this I don't give a fuck about the fans mentality. Whether you like it or not, LeBron James is the face of this league, and if you don't believe me, just go ask Bron. He'll tell you himself. What do you think would have happened last night if the other 9 players on the court saw LeBron James giving maximum effort? During his prime, LeBron James was an excellent defender. What do you think would have happened if LeBron was locking down defensively? I'm not talking about playoff LeBron. I'm not even talking about regular season LeBron. Just give me pickup game LeBron. What do you think would have happened? Every other player on the court would have followed his lead. It always starts at the top. Organizations, they tend to take on the traits of their leaders. For the past 2 decades, LeBron James has outright refused to compete in the dunk contest. And look at what's happened to it. Adam Silver, he's forced to beg Uber drivers from the G League to participate because the pampered superstars in the NBA followed the lead of LeBron James. But KC, All-Star Saturday night was a huge success. The NBA drew over 4 million viewers. Oh yeah. The NBA, they are proudly pounding that butt bongo. What they conveniently failed to mention, though, is the fact that this was still one of the least watched All-Star Saturday nights in the last 20 years. Earlier, I mentioned that I'm not blaming Adam Silver for what happened last night. I mean, Adam Silver wasn't on the court. He wasn't emulating Dame Lillard and taking half-court shots with a full shot clock. He wasn't emulating LeBron James, who was fanning his hands to cool opposing players on their way to wide-open dunks. It's not Adam Silver's fault that superstar NBA players don't give a shit about their own fan base. But just like LeBron James, Adam Silver is responsible for creating this mentality. Earlier today, I was listening to Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharp. Hey, it's me, Shay Shay. They were talking about the All-Star Game and basically repeating everything that you guys heard me saying all weekend this weekend. The general consensus for all of us over the age of 25 is NBA All-Star Weekend sucks. Shay and A, they were talking about player empowerment in the NBA. They were expressing their support. They like to see NBA players with all the power. This is what happens when players have all the power. You know why star players in the NBA felt comfortable enough to do what they did last night? And it wasn't just last night. This has been going on for the last 4 or 5 years. You know why they are comfortable enough to do that? Because there is absolutely no accountability in the NBA. There is no one to hold them accountable. After the game last night, LeBron James said something to the effect of scores during the regular season look like the score of the All-Star Game. And look, LeBron James, absolutely right. Because Adam Silver has basically banned defense from the NBA. Hard fouls are now considered to be flagrant fouls. Can't tell you how many times I see NBA players blatantly travel during games. Carries, travels, it doesn't matter. But if you're playing a zone defense and your ass is in that paint for 3.1 seconds, they're calling illegal defense. Never has a term been more fitting, illegal defense, because that's what defense has become in the NBA. NBA. Illegal. Adam Silver has created a league where the players have no fear of accountability. Take Draymond Green, for example. At minimum, Draymond Green should have been suspended for the season for putting the sleeper hold on Rudy Gobert and assaulting Yusuf Nurkic. What type of punishment does Adam Silver give him? He gives him a passionate pat on the ass, and then he signs him up for sensitivity training. Dre simply misunderstood. I'm going to train him to be more sensitive like me. Yeah, sensitivity is one of the league's biggest problems. How many times have we seen NBA players have fans removed from the arena? Seems like every time Russell Westbrook runs out of tampons, he takes out his monthly rage on NBA fans. This weekend was a disgrace. Adam Silver has wasted so much time the last few years trying to fix the All-Star Game, All-Star Weekend, when there is no solution to the problem. Every year, star players humiliate Adam Silver on national television. Every year this happens. I told you guys over the weekend what Adam Silver should do about this. Have the in-season tournament start on Christmas Day. The tournament can carry the regular season through January, early February. Select a location for the semifinals and the finals, and that can be your All-Star Weekend. Teams and players who aren't involved, they still get their week off in mid-February. And if you want to hold those doofus competitions like the lack of skills competition or the painfully boring dunk contest, fine, whatever. Although they're boring, at least they're not an embarrassment to the league. The All-Star Game is an embarrassment. The reason people are pissed off is because they feel like they've been ripped off. People my age, we know what the All-Star Game used to be. Was it ever a meaningful game? Absolutely not. But you at least had respect for the players. Today, people are losing respect for NBA players. I've seen some people recommend that Adam Silver and the NBA should offer prize money for the All-Star Game. Money should not have to be offered for superstar players to give one night of effort, one night of appreciation to the fans that make all of this possible. Not to mention the fact that damn near every player on the court last night is making over $30 million a year. Offering them $500,000 or $1 million, that is not enough to increase their effort. Personal pride should be enough. They've got plenty of the rainbow pride in the NBA. How about some personal pride? But give me your thoughts. Did anyone watch the garbage last night? I'm going to go ahead and predict record low ratings for last night's All-Star Game. Record low that was set last year, I think it was 4.6 million. I doubt the NBA reached 4 million people last night. This is a serious black eye for the NBA. Casual fans are fed up with this league. Tell me the problem. Is it Adam Silver? Is it LeBron James? Is it just this generation of players? For me, it always starts at the top. But give me your reason. Sound off in the comments below. Like, subscribe, share the video. I appreciate your support. Best way to contact me is by email at btlkc84@gmail.com, KC_BTL84 on Twitter. I'll see you guys tomorrow.